Welcome to another episode of Meet the Party Guy. So in this episode, we are dedicating this episode to talking about you. We want to talk about the challenges and the barriers that you are currently facing. You see, here in Nigeria, we talk a lot about problems, we exaggerate it, we create memes for it, and even complain so much about it. But only a little number of us actually talk about solutions and look at the sources and the causes of these problems. So in this episode of Meet the Property Guy, I'll be talking about the sources and the causes of the challenges with accommodation and housing here in Nigeria. And at the end of this video, we want to hear your feedback. Which of these challenges, which of these problems are you currently facing or do you face? And you can share your story with us on how you overcome these barriers and these challenges. And if you are coming across this video or a video like this for the first time, please Meet the Property Guy channel where we talk about everything about real estate. We share guides and advice if you are looking to buy, invest, or sell a property here in Nigeria. You are going to learn a lot, so I advise that you subscribe or like our page and watch a lot of our videos. So let's go into talking about the challenges and the barriers that you are facing. There will come a point when you feel like you want to change where you are currently staying. You want to move. Maybe you are just tired of the neighborhood or you want a place with more freedom for yourself. Now, when you go to the property market and you look at the different options that you have, you are going to find some options very affordable. It just makes a lot of financial sense for you and you can conveniently afford these places. But when you look at accessibility to these places, it's very terrible because it's going to take you a whole lot of hours to either get to your place of work or to get to your place of business, and you are going to get discouraged. This scenario happened to a lot of Nigerians here. You see, there are a lot of very affordable options for average earners and middle income earners, but they are discouraged because these places are not accessible. They are going to face a whole lot of stress and a lot of hell to and fro from work, and are not going to buy the place. So instead, most people are going to settle to living or residing within town, where they can easily go to their place of work and come back without stress. Even though living within town or buying a place within town is more expensive. Even some people can't afford it, but they are still going to retain their search to a place within town, and it's not their fault. Accessibility is a very key problem here in Nigeria and it's a very big challenge to most people who are looking to move or who are looking to buy a place. You see, it's not like most people enjoy staying within town because staying within town is expensive. Feeding, accommodation, transportation is quite expensive. But most people will still conveniently pay their entire lifetime savings on rent, staying within town, because these places are very accessible to their place of work and to their place of business. They can easily connect to wherever they want to go or wherever they want to be easily from where they stay. You see, most of these places that are very affordable and are very convenient for you to buy, people are discouraged to buy these places because of terrible accessibility. But you spend hours to go to work and still spend hours returning from work, that's hell. Even though it makes a lot of financial sense and you can conveniently afford these places, most Nigerians are not going to buy these places. And most apartments within town or the mainland or on the highland, they are even renovated buildings, they are old buildings. Most people don't even enjoy staying in these places, but they are still going to stay there. They are still going to prefer to stay within town because that's where their place of work is, that's where their line of business is. So it's actually a very big challenge. I know right now you are sitting and like nodding your head that wow, this makes sense. This is because we understand your concerns and we understand your worries and we know the very priorities that you are looking at when it comes to building a house or a place that you want to buy. When you look at it, it's actually a big dilemma because the places that you can afford, that you can conveniently afford, accessibility to those places are bad. And the places that are within town that are close to where you work, that are close to like your place of business are just quite too expensive, either for you to rent or for you to buy. So, and they will continue to be expensive because almost everyone are facing the same thing that you are facing. Everyone also wants to stay within town. So when demand is high and supply is low, prices will always go higher. So is there a solution? Well, there is a solution, and that's why I'll be doing a sequel video to this, where I'm going to be explaining why you should buy places that are a bit far or why you should buy places that accessibility are a bit terrible. And if it's a decision that you want to make urgently, you can drop a comment here. You can also reach us on our official WhatsApp channel and you can do a one-on-one consultation, look at the places where you work and look at the places that you can conveniently afford and the reasons why you can buy these places. So let's move forward. Let's go into the next big challenge and the next big barrier why most Nigerians find it a bit difficult to own a place of their own or to own a house here in Nigeria. Now, I know most of you are expecting me to talk about funds, to talk about money. But when you ask a lot of Nigerians, why are you still paying rent? Why don't you have a property of your own? Most of them are actually going to say because they don't have the money. If I have the money, I will buy the house now. If I have the money, I will buy the property. But actually, to me, I don't feel money is the challenge. Because when you look at a lot of families, okay, basically a lot of Nigerians have a car, have a ride. Some even have two cars, but they're still paying rent or they don't even have a property yet. So I don't think money or funds is a challenge. What I think most people lack is what we call a financial plan. You see, sadly or unfortunately, buying or building a house is capital intensive. So you need a financial plan and you need to be financially disciplined for you to be able to actually achieve these targets. If you are not ready or willing to make financial sacrifices, it will be very difficult for you to actually own a place of your own. And most Nigerians lack this financial discipline. Most Nigerians lack how to set up a financial target of their own. So that's why it will continuously seem difficult and a very, very big challenge for most people to own a place, and they will continuously complain that they don't have the funds. So it's always easier for you to start a financial plan within your 20s to your 30s, because at this period of time your expenses and your bills are still low. Probably you just got newly married, you still have maybe a single kid and the kid is still very young. So you can easily set some funds apart for you to be targeting owning a house, and you can set maybe a 3-5 years financial plan for yourself for you to own a property or for you to own a place of your own. It will always get more difficult when you are in your late 30s and your early 40s, because at that period of time you had 3-4 kids already. Some of them are already in secondary school and your bills and expenses are already high. So what you need actually is not large of funds, because if you look at it on an average, you're going to spend 5 to 6 million to buy or build a house. The more classy ones will be around 12 to 15 million. The duplex will be around 25 to 30 million. These funds, you will rarely be able to raise these funds at once. Which business or which work are you doing in Nigeria that you'll be able to get 10-15 million naira at once? So this is a fund that you are going to be able to raise gradually. So you need a plan on how you want to raise these funds. I'm also going to do a secure video to this, which is another reason why you have to subscribe and like our page. We talk about how to set up a financial plan towards home ownership here in Nigeria. You need that plan. You just need to have a financial target for yourself, be financially disciplined, and be willing to make some financial sacrifices. So if it's also urgent, you can also drop a comment here or reach us directly on WhatsApp. Our official WhatsApp channel is on the screen, and you can look at what you are currently earning. You can look at how you can set up a financial target for yourself in the next 2, 3, 4 years, and the available places, the affordable places that your current income is eligible for. So you can reach us for that, and we can take have a one-on-one consultation about that.